This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, sweeps to his right, gets to the 20. He's at the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks the third tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He dies. Touchdown, 49ers.
Being Lawrence, 27-yard line. 49ers into the backfield. Smith on third down. He'll take himself for first down and more. Alex Smith is in. Touchdown.
His left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in the post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown 40. It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the flag to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
Kaepernick shoots it. Hold everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back, and guys, it is officially game day, the final show before we see 49er football, guys. I'm so excited. I'm losing my mind. Watching that video, man, literally got chills watching that video, man. I'm over here cheering and shit. I know people are probably thinking, like, what the hell is going on in that room down there? But it's all good, man. I'm your guy, 49ers Mike _NFL. To my right is my guy, Nick. Oh, sorry, I'm pointing to my right, but he's on my left on the screen. He is 49er Faithful 365. What's going on, Nick? How you doing, bro?
It's game day, boys. Game day. Long off season, long overdue. Cannot wait. The 49ers are pretty much going into the season since a while, quite healthy. So it's a good thing to do, man. Let's do it. And I'm just ready to talk some Niners football for the rest of the year. Meaningful football, I should say.
Yeah, stuff that matters. Stuff that now is what it is. No more speculation, right? We can get down to it, right? And then our guest of the day, man, my man Nick, also known as Alfred from the Bat Cave. What's going on, Alfred? How you doing, man?
Yeah, really good over here, Mike, Nick. Thanks for having me on. Special background because everyone calls me Alfred from Batman, so I'm sat in the Bat Cave ready to talk some Niners football. And every time I see that Vernon Davis touchdown or hear it on your intro, I had to put the hairs on my neck down because that just gives me chills, man. Brilliant to be here.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. And it's so like you hear, I guess it's the way the music drops out and like the little high pitch, and then you hear my man Eric Davis saying, "Got him!" I'm like, oh, every single time, man. It just gets you every single freaking time. But we are here, guys. We're gonna do some previewing of this game, some final thoughts and everything. Nick's got some over-unders to share with us. I can't wait. But we do have to run through these formalities really quick. We apologize about that. We know this is everyone's least favorite part of the show. But this is your first time here on the YouTube page. If you just happen to find us this season, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Also turn on those notifications so you know exactly when we're going live, because we do bring you guys impromptu and unscheduled shows. Give us a follow on some of our social media platforms. We have Twitter and Snapchat. Those handles are Nothing But 9 ERS. That's Nothing But 9, the number 9 ERS. And then follow us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitch. And that is Nothing But Niners. Okay. So I've introduced all of us, fellas. We got to talk about the latest news. There were some roster moves here. The Niners putting some people on IR, bringing some people up from the practice squad. What surprised you guys here? Jalen Hurd put on short-term IR. Who's surprised? Come on, count of three. Raise your hand if you're surprised. 1, 2, 3. No hands. Nothing. Nobody's surprised at all about that. That's fine. That's cool. All right, but here's another one. This one might surprise you. Dante Johnson is back on the 53-man roster. All right, on the count of three, raise your hand if you're surprised. 1, 2, 3, raise your hand. Still no hands, nothing. Nobody's surprised by any of this shit, right? So why are the Niners playing games instead of just fight? Like, why are they trying to fight fate? You can't fight fate. Why didn't they make these moves a long time ago and like just keep things the way they were? And then the other thing is, why the Josh Norman edition if Dante Johnson was available? I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that.
Well, first off, I mean, Dante Johnson was going through an abductor strain, so they probably weren't sure if he was going to be ready or not. So that's probably why they waited till the last minute to bring up Dante Johnson, as well as the Josh Norman signing, because they originally released him, brought him back to the practice squad because of injury. So that's why they waited so long, I believe, to see if he's ready, if he could play or not. And I don't know if he'll be the first guy. It'll be surprising to see who that guy is if Emmanuel Mosley's not playing today. I'll be surprised to see who that is. Is it Dante Johnson? Is it going to be Josh Norman? You heard a little tidbit from Kyle Shanahan where he said, well, I believe it was Kyle Shanahan. He said, Josh Norman, as long as he knows the gist of it to where he doesn't blow coverages, he'll be fine to go. He's a veteran. So it'll be interesting to see if it's Dante Johnson or Josh Norman. Alfred.
What are your thoughts on all of it all, man?
I'm really surprised they didn't put Hurd on the IR earlier. I know a lot of people are not sold on him. He should have been cut, this, that, and the other. I still think they covet him because obviously they've seen his potential. And I'm am I surprised? I was surprised that he made the final 53, then wasn't put on IR then. So I don't know. I mean, I've yet to see it. Well, I think we saw, 2 or 3 plays a couple of years ago, and he's in his 3rd year. And a lot of people are saying cut him. Dante Johnson, I'm glad he is back on the team because I know he's one of your guys, Mike. Josh Norman, I think, is going to be good for the depth and also a veteran presence like Uncle Sherm was. So I think it's a win-win where Norman is concerned. Would I like to see the rookie but be higher up the depth chart over him? Possibly, but the experience is everything, I think, in this league.
I think the biggest thing with all this, to me, is the Emmanuel Mosley thing. I mean, this isn't someone that we're talked about. There are officially one person who was listed as out, but he's also on IR, so I don't know if that counts anymore. And that is Jalen Hurd. And you have 2 doubtful players. And the big guy up in the middle is Javon Kinlaw, and then Emmanuel Mosley listed as doubtful. And I think that's the bigger question here. Nothing else we're surprised about. We're not surprised about Dante Johnson making the 53. We're not surprised that the Niners went out and found a veteran corner. We're not surprised that Jalen Hurd is back on IR. It's really this Emmanuel Mosley thing. What's lingering him, what's hampering him, and how will this affect the 49ers going forward? Whoever it is that fills in opposite of him, when I found out that the Lions were going to be without their tackle, Sewell, or they're going to be moving him, because they're without Taylor, I was really like, all right, I'm not concerned about anybody in the secondary. Let's get these young guys some reps, right? So I don't think any of us are worried about that. I'm worried about long-term. What is going on with Emmanuel Mosley?
Well, he had a hamstring injury earlier, and then I believe it's a knee now, something up with his knee, which, they're all connected pretty much. I know hamstrings are in the back, but still, like if you're trying to come back from an injury and you're trying to favor, I guess you could say, your hamstring, you could do something to your knee, right? So I don't know what the gist of it is in depth, obviously, because of the fact that they just said a knee. So I don't know if it's something to be concerned about long term, or if it's just something that is just a lingering thing right now.
It's interesting you say that about it's all connected, Nick, because I don't know if I'm not going to sing it, but there's a song about all the parts of the body, like the knee bone is connected to the thigh bone is, and all that. And as you were saying that, I was thinking that, and yeah, I mean, it could be that he got his hamstring right, but in doing that, and as you say, favouring it, he could have done something to his knee. Body is a complex thing. I mean, my body's a temple, and I obviously worship to it every day, so I know what it's like when you get injuries. But yeah, Dante Johnson, and it's interesting, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, man. And as per usual, you don't kind of get the full story from the team. I suppose they need to guard as much as they can. So I don't think anyone really knows if this is all connected or how it's connected.
Yeah, and it's going to be something interesting to keep an eye on. I don't know what's going on with this guy, man, and I know that the team went out and drafted 2 corners very early, some guys that we would assume they have some faith in. We're going to find out today. Very interesting to see who is the active guy. I don't think we're going to be on. We will be on. We'll still be on when they list the final report, right? Because that comes out in like 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, it should be out I believe at like 11 o'clock.
11, yeah, right? Or is it 11 or 12? Is it 1 hour before the game or 2 hours before the game?
It might be noon. It might be noon Eastern time.
Oh,
but
crap.
I think it's normally an hour when I've been watching Bell Network. The ins and outs start to come through.
But there's teams already taking people off COVID's list and activating them and all that other stuff. So
yeah. So go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna say, the Emmanuel Mosley thing, if you have to touch on that, but that's not a thing that concerns me. But the Javon Kinlaw stuff, that really concerns me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, this guy came at it. We knew he had knee tendonitis in college, and he had issues with his knees, and he was just like Jalen Hurd this offseason. He barely practiced. He's been in and out of practice. He's barely played any snaps. He's listed as doubtful. This is a guy that I'm concerned with long-term health with his knees. And it may not just be right now, but being a pick where you were picked, that's a little worrisome for me.
I guess, yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I think that I'm a little on the opposite side with his injury as far as concerned, because from my understanding, he had some stuff cleaned up, and then he's just having some flare-ups in the knee, right? It's not anything like a setback. He had some cleanup done this offseason, right? And then the first thing that we heard was that I think it was week 1 preseason against the Chiefs. No, it wasn't even then. It was before then. He went to fly to Cali to get ready for training camp and all. And they said that there were some flare-ups, so they kept him out of practice. I like that he went out to get the corrective things done, but I'm not yet anyway. Not yet. Now, it's not to say that this won't turn into something more serious or this isn't something that I will become worried about. But right now, I like let me get something done in the offseason. I think I'm ready to go. You hear about his motor. You hear about Kyle talking about his demeanor. And Kyle has been adamant that we have to keep him off the field, not the other way around. That's not what you hear about Jalen Hurd, by the way. You get what I'm saying? So I like the mindset. Is that, you know what I'm saying? So like with Jalen Hurd, it's like, hey, how are you feeling? Oh, it hurt. You can't play. Okay. With Kinlaw, it's, hey, how you feeling? I'm ready to go, coach. That's not what this says. It's still swollen. Go sit your big ass down. So it's a little different mentality and mindset. So with Kinlaw, I'm not yet worried about it. Now, if you can't get this knee right, that's a major issue. But, I like the corrective steps, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just a little worried because of the fact that he's had knee tendonitis. He didn't do anything. He got to clean up because of it, and he's just not been right. Like, if this guy's a second or third round pick, yeah, like I could see that. Possibly not even second round, third round pick and below. Being a first round pick and knowing that he's had knee tendonitis and this is his first year with a full off season and a full training camp and he's barely played, that's where I get a little worried. So
what do you mean by barely played?
This year. He's barely played this year.
Okay.
Yeah. He played 11 games or something like that last year. 13 games, I think. 11, because he was out with his knee, with a knee injury at the end of the season. So
Yeah, no, he played 14 games last year, so he only missed 2 games last year.
Yeah, but they last year was you heard I think it was Chris Kocurek talking about it on the 49ers talk with Matt Mayoko. He had an interview with him, and he said that we thought that Kinlaw was going to be okay to play those last 2 games, but something else came back, and he wasn't able to finish out the season. Then he's been in San Francisco at the facility since February, working on that knee, and he just didn't sound very optimistic, like Chris Kocurek himself, and that's where it kind of worries me.
Yeah.
So, but either way, we have a lot of depth there. We got guys that can step right in. Look, everybody wants Javon Kinlaw to be DeForest Buckner's replacement. I think any of these guys can replace that, but that's just me. I just, whatever. But yeah, stirring the pot just a little bit.
Alfred, jump in here. Save this man from himself, please.
I was going to say, I was just about to get a shovel out the back cave and give it to Nick because he's digging and stirring. Am I right in thinking that D Ford has always suffered with knee tendonitis, obviously, and then that went on to the back injury that he's had? There was something wrong with his knees, right? When he first came here, he wasn't 100%, and they tried to repair it, and it kind of went okay. Then he got injured again. That would be my hope, obviously bearing in mind that people said D Ford was never going to play for this team again, and all of a sudden now he's going to be playing. Yes, I know he's on a snap count, and he might only come in on passing downs, but that gives me a glimmer of hope that Kinlaw can get sorted out, can get back on the field, because when he's played, I think he's done in his rookie year, bearing in mind obviously what went on, I think he did really well. So there is some hope there. But again, with injuries, I just don't think that everyone's truthful, because that's the way they've got to be, I guess. Does it bother me? Yes, it does. But am I worried? Not really. Not at the moment.
Nick Wagner did just tweet out that Javon Kinlaw is listed as doubtful, but he is out on the field doing a pregame workout.
Let's go, big boy. See, that doesn't mean he's going to play. This goes back to what I was saying about that mindset. Yeah. Coach, look at me. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Hey, no, we don't need you this game. In my opinion, I don't care if he's ready to go. All right, you want to start, so it counts as a start? Or, you want to say that you were active in this game? Fine. Go out there, earn your game check in a play. We don't need him this game. I'm not risking it. He's a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm not gonna risk it. That's me. But yeah, Alfred, you're absolutely right. The news of the Ford acquisition was the knee injuries. Mm-hmm. We haven't heard anything about his knee in a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? It's been well over a season. They haven't talked about his knees at all. It's all been back and neck. So that's what it comes down to. Fabian Mendoza gives us a contribution here. Our first contribution of the day. It says, any truth on San Francisco moving on draft to block New England from getting Jones, according to Schefter? Listen, Nick, do you have that text? I should have put that in here. I had a feeling this was going to come up. But this was the dumbest tweet I've seen in a very, very long time. And it was clickbait because it came with a story.
What sense does it make? Like, if you're moving up to 3 to block them and then you don't even take that guy that's there, it's basically, I believe it was like the next tweet the guy said too, where he's like, this was smart on the Niners' part. Make the Patriots think that you're going for Mac Jones to where that they make a move to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo or something. Like, you're not moving up to 3 and not taking him, but he was all along your guy. Get the hell out of here. Emmanuel Mosley's also doing pregame workout.
Okay. There we go. So here was the exact tweet. All right. So the tweet. This is dumb. All right. So Adam Schefter tweets out this morning. One of the many reasons why the 49ers traded up to the number 3 spot in this year's NFL draft was their belief that the Patriots could trade up to number 3 and beat them to Alabama quarterback Mac Jones, league source told ESPN. Pats didn't, but still got their man. Now, again, this was to a story. That was a clickbait headline. 1, no division rival is letting you trade up to the number 3 in the draft. No division rival is trading with you. You guys got to remember, we got that pick from who? Miami. Miami and the Patriots are in the same division. That's not happening. That's not happening. They're not going to do that. Number 2, if we moved up to get ahead of them so we can get Mac Jones, why don't we take him? You can sit here and try to say, oh, well, they tried to trick him into taking trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't going to warrant what you gave up to move up to 3 to try to trade him to the Patriots. So it still didn't make any sense. It's just a really, really, really bad tweet. Like I said, it was to get people to click the headline and say, look at how stupid you are. And I did not click it, not clicking the article. I just read the headline, and it's very annoying. Like, why are people still talking about this Mac Jones to San Francisco thing? All right, go ahead. Take this one, man.
Yeah, it just says, hey, Mike and Nick, once Mostert becomes a free agent next year, are we able to keep him long-term since Bosa's contract is up the following season? Can we keep both? I'm going to answer a simple, I think Mostert's gone.
That's not what the Nick, don't do that. That's
no, he says, can we keep both? I don't think we keep both. I think Mostert's gone.
But that's not financially, I think, is what he's asking. I don't think he's asking our opinion on whether we think he comes back or not.
Anything's able to be done financially because you can. Well, Bosa's contract's not up till the following year, but they're going to restructure his contract next year and probably sign him long term. But the way that they move money around, anything's possible. So I mean, that to me, it becomes a question as to, are we going to keep both? And if so, that's where I'm saying. But I think Elijah Mitchell and Trey Sermon are the futures of the running back team.
Alfred, what are your thoughts on that? I do think we can keep both, but since we're here, let's talk about whether or not we think we will keep Raheem.
Yeah, as you say, and you know, Parag is a genius. I just wish he could look after my bank account because I think he'd do a pretty good job. Do I think they keep Mostert? No, but, and there is a but, I think as Nick said, it depends on what Sermon does and the rest of the guys this year. If they all come out and aren't what we hope they are, especially Sermon, they may just go another year because obviously we all know that Shanahan wants a run-heavy team or run first, whatever you want to call it. And that intrigues me. The whole season is does Mostert think that he's now in the shop window for other teams, obviously going into free agency next year, or are they going to do a balanced attack and give everyone some of the ball? I was talking earlier to some of the Niner fans on Twitter, and I think if they get a good lead, I think you'll see more depth in the running backs in this game, especially in the second half. Do I think they'll keep Mostert? No. But again, with the caveat that if the others don't work out behind him, I don't think they got a choice. They have to keep him. But he's got to stay healthy, and we all know his health isn't the greatest.
Well, go ahead, Mike.
I think they want to keep him. I'll be honest with you. I think they want this guy. It was a tweet that was going around earlier about, do you think he's going to be 1,000-yard back? And his last, 16 starts, he's run for over 1,200 yards. He's absolutely 1,000-yard back in the system. Absolutely 1,000-yard back in the system. And now we got 17 games here. He's probably a 1,200-yard back in this system now. You know what I'm saying? So 1,214, and that's with splitting carries with the two guys behind him. I still think that he's that good. And you're not going to find a guy getting that much yards with that kind of speed for the price tag that he's going to warrant. He's only going to cost you $2-3 million a year. You're not giving him $7-8 million a year.
Well, that's what he's making this year.
He's not making $7-8 million this year.
No, he's making $3 million this year. You're not getting him on the same contract next year.
He's going to be 30. Yes, you are. His price isn't going to go up as he gets 30. He's gonna sign the same contract. You remember when he held out was because it was the original contract was that I was a special teams guy, so I didn't have any guarantees. Well, now you guys want me to be your starter. I would like the guarantees. He didn't ask for more money or new money. It was just give me some guarantees now that I'm your starter. He didn't ask for more money. He could have done that. That could have been part of the negotiation. He didn't get a single new dollar added to his account. He's content with making the $3 million.
Right.
And I'm just saying I don't think you're going to find that kind of production for $3 million a year. Look at Ezekiel Elliott. Look at Saquon Barkley. Those guys are going to be getting, and they're not doing it.
In a sense, too, we haven't seen other guys like. Let's just say Elijah Mitchell comes out here and blows out. Elijah Mitchell's progression in this offense is going to determine whether Mostert's here or not.
That's fair. I mean, teams are always looking to upgrade. Absolutely.
Because you're not going to keep both of them. Like that's the thing. Like, you're not going to keep both of them. You're not going to go to the point where you have to cut running backs again, 5 or 6 running backs in the backfield. Because Jeff Wilson Jr. is coming back. He's a free agent next year. You cut Wayne Gallman. You got Mostert.
Wait. You have Jeff Wilson coming back?
Jeff Wilson can come back this year.
So you'd keep Jeff Wilson over Raheem Mostert?
No. I'm saying he can come back this year. He's a free agent next year.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying he come back and play next year. I'm saying he can come back this year from the IR. So you see what I'm saying? So he can come back to this team this year. So you have a lot of running backs here. It really depends on what these other guys do to whether you need to keep that explosiveness in Raheem Mostert. You also got to remember that once Trey Lance takes over, this run game is going to be completely different no matter who's back there. So any back can look that explosive. So I don't know. I know you hate that, Mike, because you're so big on Mostert's speed. I understand that. But there are things that other backs can do just as good as Mostert. It's not just speed in the system. So
I'm not taking the bait today. I'm having a good day. I'm going to be a god dad again. I'm having a great day. I'm not taking the bait. We're not going to do this. Nope. Logan Dean with the contribution. If Mostert is healthy all year, I think we keep. That's not fair. That's not fair. As much as I want to agree, all year, we got an extra game this year. 18 weeks. You want Raheem Mostert to stay healthy?
Bro, he should be healthy. You're rotating. Like, you're not going to be.
Let's see the rotation before we just say it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
If they don't, Kyle Shanahan's stupid. Because that's the whole point of getting additional backs is to keep Mostert healthy and be able to rotate him. So that's the whole reason.
Is this going to be in your over-under? Like, how many carries for him? Because I don't want to get there if that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool. Let me get this one more. I think this is an older one here. I'm with Nick. DeForest is very overrated. Rafael Rosario. Hey, Alfred, what are your thoughts on this? Because I don't want to say anything.
No, because we already. Oh God, go ahead, Alfred.
Sorry.
I think Alfred.
What am I saying to this comment? DeForest Buckner is overrated. I would say no, but I don't believe the hype. That's what I'll say on that. I don't think he's overrated, but then I don't believe that he's when they hype up him as much as they have done. Were we a worse team off last year for getting the injuries and COVID because he wasn't there? Yes, we were. But this year, I don't think he would have been. If we'd have let him go with what we've added and everything else, and obviously the players coming back, I don't think this year we would miss him. We missed him slightly last year. But any team where you take that kind of player out, I don't think he was worth the money, if I'm honest, that he wanted. And one thing I just need to say very quickly, I'm obviously looking at the comments. I'm very disappointed Don Burr isn't in here because I've seen him on loads of other shows and he's not come today. I'm really disappointed, Mr. Burr. If you're watching, I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Burr.
He's going to be here. I know he's going to show up at some point. I know.
He has to. This guy has trolled every Niners podcast. I hear his name on every Niners podcast. So Don Burr, I give you credit, man. You're doing your thing, man. Our guy C. McCarver Jr. in the house. He said, "What's up, my brothers? I'm juiced. Let's get this W."
I like it. I like it. And since we got Juice mentioned in the contribution, I think it's only right that we play his little drop here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
Did you guys hear that? Did it work? All right. It's all like sketchy and sketchy. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, so you guys got to forgive me if I'm breaking up and stuff like that. So, but look, man, we got some other things to get to here. Did I show you guys this picture yet? Did we do the Trey Lance thing?
No.
Let's go ahead and get to it, baby. Woo! QB2. Blessed. Let's fucking go. Can you say blessed and then let's fucking go? Can you do that? Is that like a...
Well, he could say let's freaking go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tim Tebow would never.
Right. Tim Tebow would never do that. But I got a question for you because you were saying about Javon Kinlaw and his injury with his knees. Do you look at the same approach with Trey Lance and his finger? Does he not take snaps today?
I don't think we say Trey Lance, but for different reasons. Not because of his finger. Not because of his finger. He practiced all week. Kyle said he was throwing the ball just fine. The presser from 2 days ago, I think it was Friday. Kyle said that he was fine. He had a good week of practice, so I'm not worried about his finger at all. I just don't think I think that was all just something to get the faithful excited about.
I hope Kyle comes out and throws Trey out there the first snap and then takes him out.
Grant got that in your head. You will not let that shit go.
Bro, I hope him and Jimmy are on the field at the same time, bro. I hope Kyle trolls the shit out of us.
But that means he would come out in what position?
He could come back in the backfield looking like a running back too. One or the other.
Yo, imagine if they did the offensive line and then Jimmy and next to each other like in shotgun, like from angles. So
who's getting the ball here?
That was so stupid. Kyle's not going to do that. He's not going to disrespect the Lions like that. He would not do that.
He might do later in the game if they're far enough ahead. He might do a bit of trolling on the media, etc. I can see Lance getting a couple of snaps maybe this game. Again, it depends on how the game's going, how the flow's going, whether Jimmy's in sync, whether Jimmy is being Jimmy. I'm not going to go over all that. Like Tony says, no comment. I'm not commenting on who should start, who shouldn't start, etc., etc. But it will be interesting to see. And I think if Trey doesn't take any snaps, but he's in uniform, I think then Twitter's going to go mad because why didn't he play? Why didn't he take a snap? Why is this? Why is that? No comment. So that's going to be, for me, that's going to be interesting. And I think a lot of people definitely are going to be on Trey watch. And I think you're going to see a lot of him on the sideline and the cameras are going to be on him, whether he's in there or not. And why isn't he? Why is he? And it will just carry on.
Oh, shit. You're on your phone. Damn. My bad.
Sorry,
bro.
go ahead. I can do it. Go ahead.
All right. So let's go ahead and get to this really quick, guys. We have we're gonna get to these over-unders and we're gonna get going. It's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna do some predictions here. But I just want to show you guys, man. I gotta show you. So Gold Bar sends out this recipe, okay? Red and gold whiskey sour. Now, if you guys have been watching the show, you guys know that my drink when I mix something is a whiskey sour. It is my go-to. So the red and gold whiskey sour, 2 ounces of Gold Bar, 1 ounce of lemon juice. Yo, his hand scared the shit out of me. 1 ounce of simple syrup. Shake all those together and then top with a red wine floater. Okay. Now, there's a picture where they showed it, but guys, I did it. I perfected this damn drink. No, don't do that yet. Not that one. Hold on. Here, right here. Boom. I did it, guys. That is my red and gold whiskey sour right there. I'm not going to tell you guys how hard it was to get that wine to stay on top, because the first one I did, it mixed like blood and water. It just swirled right on in there. So it was just this dark drink. It was nothing red and gold about it, but I got it to work. But we want you guys to try it. All right. Now, you guys might not be able to do it today, but Gold Bar has hooked us up. Okay. For people over there who have been supporters of Nothing But Niners, you guys know that we have partnered with Gold Bar for the last two seasons, I believe, Nick?
3.
3 seasons we've been partnering with Gold Bar?
19, 20, and this year. Yeah.
So they finally have given us a promo code where you guys can go to shopgoldbarwhiskey.com and plug in the code nothing but 9. That is spelled all the way out, straight through. All right. And what you guys will get is 10% off of your purchase. They have more than just the regular Gold Bar there. They have the cask strength. There's some good whiskey over there. And take part in this little recipe here, the red and gold 49ers edition of the whiskey sour, guys. It's really, really good. It's nice and sweet. Just look at it. Look at that. Look at that perfection in the bottle.
Yo,
oh God!
I didn't tell you it took him like 50 tries to get that. Just so y'all know, because he's pumping his head up right now, like he got it, but he just didn't tell you.
Mind your business, Nick. Okay, you mind your business. Don't worry about that.
Take 25, and Mike finally got the red wine to float. That's all I'm going to say.
And I guarantee you, if you use that promo code, you too can make the perfect drink. Just a matter of how many times. So use that promo code. So, but yeah, go over there, 10% off, man.
All right, so here we go, guys. Let me ask you guys some questions. I was out at Parks Casino, and I was looking at the little sports betting kiosk, and they had the 49ers as 9-point favorites. Now, this is higher than what it was before because they found out that the Lions lost their tackle. I'm not going to ask you guys any under questions. That's Nick's thing. We're going to do that here in the last couple of minutes. But do we cover the 9-point spread? I told you I was a little concerned about it when it was 8.5 or 7.5 to 8 points because I thought that we would take our foot off the gas. I think we would have a commanding lead. They get some garbage time points. I was concerned about that. They upped it, man. They went up. Do we cover this 9-point spread? Let's hear from. Let Alfred go first. I saw him on mute. He's ready.
I'm ready. Yeah, I think we're going to win by 10, so we cover it. Simple.
I would pull this, but I'm going to say that I'm a little skeptical with this, right? And it's not because I don't think that our team can truly beat the Lions, but I am a little skeptical because of how lackluster Kyle Shanahan's offenses are on week 1. And that worries me. It takes a long time for this offense to get going. So it scares me a little bit in taking it if I were to bet on it. But I do think that they win by 10. But I would do it with hesitancy because of the fact that don't think that if we don't blow out the Lions this week, people go, oh my God, what's going on with the Niners? They should have destroyed this team. This game could be a lot closer than we think because of the reasoning of Kyle Shanahan's offense take a while to take off.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick. Can I just ask a question, and Mike as well? Sorry. Why is it you think that this offense doesn't do very well in week 1 when obviously is it because he is such a genius on offense and things like that he gets himself confused and he can't? Why do you think don't be scared. Why do you think this offense is always lackluster week 1?
I got a short answer. It's the quarterback. Quarterback always takes time to get in a rhythm. Every year, it's been the quarterback. Every single year.
Yeah,
it's
a timing offense. So, and that's why people are like, people want to see this 2 quarterback thing too. But I don't know how much Kyle Shanahan uses it because it's pretty crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. We're supposed to be getting out of here at 11:15, but we're supposed to be getting out of here at 11:15, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's do like 2 minutes of over-unders real quick and get out of here, guys. I think we all think that the Niners take the W today. I won't even waste time asking you guys that. We're worried about the spread more than anything else. So, yeah, let's bang these over-unders out, Nick. Let's have some fun here, baby. Let's go. Game day.
Fun here. All right, we're going to start it off nice and easy. Over or under 2 punt returns for Brandon Ayuk?
Over.
So is he back there? Is he back there for 2 or more?
Yeah, I say over.
Under, because there's going to be the usual that, and it goes over his head, whoever's back there.
Well, no, but he doesn't have to return it. I'm just saying for him to be the guy out there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, over. Sorry.
Over. Okay. All right. Next. Over, under Let's go with 13. Times running the football for Raheem Mostert.
That's a really good number too. Over. Because if we're winning, they're gonna pull him because he's the guy. Fuck it, over. I'm riding. Let's go. Chips on the table, baby.
Under. Just for that.
Sat here and talked all that junk about Mostert being the guy, and now he's not even getting 15 carries in the game. Nah, I can't do that. Over, baby. Over.
All right, let's go with over or under 9 receptions for George Kittle.
Under.
Over.
What do you say, Mike? Over?
I said under. He said over.
Oh, under and over. Okay, I'm sorry. It like blended in with me. So, all right. It's weird because, Detroit Lions cannot cover the tight end.
I know.
That's why I gave that, because 9, I think he has at least 12 receptions today. Like, it's going to be the 49ers show of Jimmy Garoppolo, George Kittle all day again. And with the run game, obviously. But let's see here. Over, under 3.5 blitzes by the 49ers defense.
I don't think we're going to have to do a lot of blitzing today. But they might do it just for fun to get some practice. And I'll take the over. I say 4. 4 is a good number.
I'll take the over because it's Jared Goff and their line shitty. So, yeah, over. All day over.
You got to give us one about D Ford, bro. You got to give us one about D Ford.
Yeah, I'm going to go over or under 12 snaps for D Ford. 12 is a really good number if you're using on third downs only.
Total snap? Nah, he's going more than that. I hope. More. I'm going over. Last year, the first game, I think he had like 20-something snaps. So I'm going to say over.
Yeah, I'm going over.
But he's also on a pitch count. Don't forget.
I thought Kyle denied that.
No. He said he's on a pitch count. He literally said, I'm on a pitch count.
Oh, man.
I don't think they're going
I'm going to go over.
Much.
Him and Mostert are going to have the over. I'm going to say over.
Stay with the over 12 snaps. All right. Over or under 72 yards receiving for Trent Sherfield.
Under.
Over.
All right, we got over and under.
That's everything? Okay. All right.
Over or under. I saw somebody put this. I'm going to put this comment in here. Over or under 1.5 times the announcers call Nick Bosa Joey Bosa.
Nah, under.
Under.
I think these guys, if this was in the middle of the season, it would be different. These guys have been practicing for this game. Like, they have their preseason too. You know what I mean? I'm going to say under.
Yeah,
and it also thingies whether you're watching the NFL coverage or watching Greg Pupper and Tasty Hasty, my man, Tim Ryan.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
That last one I can't do with Greg Papa with the
That was terrible.
He's our
Listen, guys, I gotta run. You guys keep rocking out. I gotta run because I gotta finish packing everything up over here. So
just give us your final.
I think the Niners win this game here. I'm gonna say 32. I don't think the Lions put up any points at all, man. I'm gonna say 32-12.
32-12. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do a couple more over unders with Nick, and then we'll get out of here. So I got to get a shower.
Love you guys, man. Nick, take it easy over there, buddy.
All right, Mike.
All right.
Okay, later, Mike.
All right, Nick. Over under 33 rushes for the 49ers in total.
33. I'm going to say they go over.
Over. How many do you think?
Depending on the situation. And I know everyone says that Jimmy's Jimmy and they're going to run heavy and stuff. If I have to put a number on it, I would say in the 33 to 38, maybe.
33 to 38. Okay, that's a good number. I would say around 35-ish. So that's a good number. I want to address this. J. Frank Parnell. Do these guys even watch the Niners? Yeah. Sherfield doesn't get 70. Okay. They only had a few over 70 all last year. I'm saying 70 in total yards, first off. 70 in total first yards. And then he is not the fourth string guy. He's probably going to be the number 3. So, yeah, I watch the Niners. Have a good day, bud. Anyway, all right, so let's go over or under 5 snaps for Trey Lance.
I'm going to go over. But again, it depends on the score, depends. That's a tough one. Because I want to say over, but I'm thinking under. So but I'm going to go over. Because I think we're going to be that much in control of this game, being a total homer, that yes, he'll get more than that.
Okay. So do you think that if the Niners are in complete control in the fourth quarter, do you think like the last 7 minutes or so we see Trey Lance play?
Yes. Is a simple answer. And again, I put the no comment thing up because no comment on Jimmy G, but I think the only way that Lance is going to evolve is by getting snaps. And if that is garbage time, then so be it. It has to be. Is that disrespectful if Jimmy has lit it up beforehand? Possibly, yes. But yeah, Trey, if we're comfortable, Trey will definitely get snaps in that time. Definitely.
All right, last over and under, then we'll get your final results and then we'll get up out of here. But over or under. Actually, I'll do 2 more. Over or under 6.5 sacks entirely for the defenses today.
It's Jared Goff. We own him. He sees ghosts. Over.
Over. Okay. And then the last one, and we're going to go over or under 2 turnovers for the 49ers. So them getting the turnovers.
Over. I think they'll get 3.
3. All right. That's pretty good. All right. Give me what your final score is here, Nick, and then we'll get up out of here. Alfred, I should say.
Yes, I was going to say, please call me by my correct name because otherwise I get confused and I won't be able to answer. Final score, I think, is going to be 30-7.
32 or 30?
As in 3-0.
Okay, 2. Okay.
To 7. And if I was being honest, I would only give them 2 field goals, but I'll say they score a touchdown, probably rushing it possibly. But I just think the Niners are going to be too good for this team today. The offensive line, they've got problems. They're going against Bosa, Ford, etc., etc. I think it's just going to be, well, I don't know what colours they're wearing, but if they're wearing white, it's just going to be a white C. If they're wearing the red, then they're just going to swarm all over. And Goff will be looking out of his earpiece by the end of the game. He just won't know what's hit him. And we all know what this defense has done to Goff. It's a new defense, and I think they're going to be more aggressive.
Sounds good. I'm going to go. I'm a little lower scoring. I know a lot of Niners fans are up there in the high 30s, up there in the 40s. I'm going to go 21-10. And I think that this team starts off really slow in the beginning offensively. And it's not because of their defense of the Detroit Lions. I think it's just mental mistakes, drop passes that cause third downs. with us punting the football away. And I'm just going to go with 21-10. I love this team. I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be an easy win, but I think it takes them a little while to come out of the chute. So I'm going to go with only 21-10. Hopefully they score way more than that. But Kyle Shanahan's team scores over 19 points usually in the first game. So I'll go with over 19. I'm going to go with 21. But I'm going to go 21-10. And that's because the team's sluggish start. Now, if they come out on fire, that's a different story. And I hope I'm wrong on that. But I do think 21 points. 21-10. That's my final. Guys.
Sorry, Nick. Great. It'd be very, very interesting if they do get their shit together and they do, as you say, if they do come out firing and there aren't many miscues, etc. I think we'll then know where we're going to be from today forward. If there isn't a slow start and we get our shit down, it's going to make for a brilliant season.
Yeah. Guys, football's back, man. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you guys check out my guy over there, Alfred, on Shant Club as well. They do all kinds of NFL talk over there as well. Always bring a ton of great people on, too. I just never have the time to jump on anymore. So one day I'll get on there. One day I'll get over there. But, guys, it's football day, Niners Day in the United States and overseas, over the pond, I guess you could say. Everybody represent. Send in those pictures and everything to nothingbutniners@gmail.com or nb9ers@nothingbutniners.com. I want to see all the faithfuls represent. And I know a lot of people are out there in Motown. Enjoy. Make sure you guys go over there and give everybody a follow as well. And, yeah. Alfred, any other final thoughts, man?
No, I'm good. I can't wait. Hour and a half till kickoff. Going to go and cook some food, get ready for the game. See you at halftime. Hopefully see you at the end as well for victory shots. Let's go, Niners. Let's go.
Guys, that's it for us over here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Help rate and review on the podcast platform as well. Make sure you use the Nothing But Niners promo code to get your 10% off on Gold Bar Whiskey and show us the pictures of those drinks that you make. And above all else, stay faithful. We out of here. Go Niners.